Okay, so we're heading down to the Retro Game Trader. This place is pretty cool. I'm excited. What's really cool about this place is it's not just a game store, but it's also an arcade as well. The main attraction to their arcade is their iCade 60-in-1, I believe it is. But they also have a genuine Asteroids machine, if I remember correctly. I remember I discovered this place during the last week of my junior year of high school. And I remember specifically that I came here on the last day of school with my brother, who's with me right now.
A few years ago, on the last day of school, I came down here with my brother and I bought my first copy of Super Metroid, which has gone on to be my favorite game of all time, and probably always will.
So we got a couple things here, a couple disappointing things, but also a couple exciting things. First disappointing thing is that the arcade is no longer around. They had to sell off all the arcade machines, and now the same place that was once the arcade is a card shop. But that's the second disappointment, is that the card shop doesn't sell any vintage cards. May as well go to Target if you're gonna buy cards then. But in terms of exciting stuff, I did get a decent amount of footage of some cool stuff in there. And the most exciting thing is that I got a decent haul of Nintendo Power. Now we're talking vintage Nintendo Power here. I only got stuff that talked about early SNES and late NES. The thing is that a lot of these Nintendo Power that I got are significantly beat up. But hey, it's better than nothing, and at least I've got something to show you guys. An actual physical reference. So I'm just gonna go over the ones that I got in the order that they were released in. And so the first one that I got was this Dr. Mario one. And I just want to note something about a lot of these Nintendo Power covers from the late 80s and early 90s is that they use this claymation or PVC looking material to make the actual cover. And I just love the way that that looks. It's like a real life thing, and it looks like it was almost done in claymation, and I love claymation. So I'm just going to go over some of the highlights in each magazine, and the first thing I wanted to stop and look at are these game counselor profile pictures. Look at all the mullets. That's what's up. But of course, the main attraction for this magazine is obviously going to be Dr. Mario. And I love a lot of these pictures. This one's pretty cool, that one's cool too. But I really love this picture. Mario and Luigi playing Dr. Mario. Pretty cool stuff in here. Just some tips on how to play the game. I like how they call it Dr. Mario's Med School. This is a weird Nintendo game because it's this game where Mario is handing out pills. You got a picture of Mario juggling pills. Maybe that's why the Angry Video Game Nerd used that game as an example of a game you would be playing while being sedated. Because it is a Mario game about drugs. And this tip on the Bowser fight in Mario 3 is actually really good. If you fly over the wall in the Bowser fight in Mario 3 and then come back, his fire can't affect you, and if you're small Mario or crouching, he also can't hurt you as well. So that's a really helpful tip to put into a Nintendo Power magazine. And it's really interesting to me because it's Nintendo showing you how to exploit the game's glitches. Yes, the Mega Man 3 cover where he's smiling as he's shooting a robot in the crotch. Oh, nice, an ad for the Simpsons game. A terrible game, but an amazing show. I'm definitely gonna have to dedicate a whole video to how much I love The Simpsons. This is a sneak peek of Super Mario World in the Super Famicom, and it even has some screen caps of the game. Oh man, look at this. New readers were offering a set of our first 6 issues. Man, I wish I could get that now.
The next one's cover is dedicated to Super C. Awesome. That's why I got it, actually, is because I love Super C. Alright, check it out. The Super C section is just awesome. I love Nintendo Power. Not only was it helpful for at the time, but it's also just sweet for illustrations and whatnot. Like, just check that out. And that. Super sweet. Now that is some Mario merch that I've got to get my hands on. You got the Mario pajamas, the Nintendo cereal system. What? Oh, this is cool. An ad for the Super Mario Bros. 3 strategy guide. The back of this issue has an ad for the Nintendo World Championships. This is awesome! Now this one here is the most tattered one of all, but it's also one of the coolest ones that I could find there as well, so I had to get it. The issue that tells you all about Super Mario Bros. 3. This one is awesome. Shows you all the power-ups here and what they do. I love these drawings for the power-ups especially. Okay, check that out. That Fire Mario's got the orange cap. I love that. It's not how it usually is. You know, usually the white cap. Look at that Hammer Mario. It's awesome. Wow! Look at that! That is awesome! That World 2 drawing. Wow. You got the Fire Mario with the orange. Awesome. Just awesome. Here's another cool one. World 3. Frog suit. This is awesome. Big Bertha. Alright, World 4. Big World. World 5, the Sky World. That's pretty cool. You got Mario with the P. Ooh, World 6 is really cool. You got the Tanuki suit, and you got the ice everywhere. That ice is really cool looking, I think. Nice. World 7, the Piranha Plant World. I always remember this world a lot because I used to get stuck on this world because I didn't know about the second whistle for the longest time, so I can only warp to World 7 max. And then there's the World 8 picture. Wow, that is the coolest out of all of them. That might be the thumbnail. Here you got a couple more super sweet pictures of Mario and Bowser. Just awesome. But this might be my favorite one of all. The Super Mario World issue. I may as well show my Super Mario World plush that I have here. He doesn't get very much attention, but he's awesome. I love the caped Mario. I would say that Super Mario World is probably my favorite Mario game of all time, either that or the original Super Mario Brothers. But just look at that right there. In fact, that is so cool that that is probably going to be the thumbnail right there. That is awesome. Here you got a super sweet picture of Bowser, and then a ton of enemies around him, and kind of a brief explanation on how to attack each one. Super cool, and stuff to look out for, like with the booze. Pretty sweet screen cap of the Dinosaur Land map. It's pretty cool. Got a little bit of information on each world. And then you have whole pages dedicated to each world, going into a little bit more detail about each one. And once again, stuff to look out for. Ooh, look at that drawing of Ludwig on the bridge. That is awesome. Forest of Illusion, Chocolate Island. Look at that little picture of Yoshi, that's cool too. And the blue Yoshi about to spit. This is really cool because it tells you about the Donut Secret House, and this is actually the first place in the game that you can access Star Road, so that's a really helpful hint. This section is also really cool because it talks about the Star World and how to warp with it, but then also, once you beat all of the Star World, how you can warp to the Special World. And that's actually a really nice tip. Now this is really off topic, but super interesting. This is a game based on the show Thunderbirds. Now Thunderbirds was a show that was done completely with marionettes. They were all puppets. And that's actually where Trey Parker and Matt Stone got the idea to make Team America done with all marionettes or puppets. So that's really interesting that they even made that show into a game.